Check, check, 1, 2. BrotherLeb, you got me.
Yep, loud and clear.
Alrighty then. Shall we get a briefing?
Let's do it.
Alright, BrotherLeb. Yeah, good morning. T-Day, BrotherLeb. We're flying at Bodo Airfield. Do you have the weather for us?
Yes, I do. Weather is scattered 7.5, and then another scattered layer at about 18, and then some between 28 and 32. Winds are calm, 048 for 4 knots, and visibility is pretty good. It's probably about 10-mile visibility in all directions. Our flight today is in the afternoon, about 2 o'clock. Should be, boy, probably 22 Celsius. What's that, 64-ish Fahrenheit. Um, but yeah, it should be a good day for flying.
Predicted altimeter is 2988. That'll be the corrected, rather, predicted altimeter is 2992. The predicted corrected altimeter will be 2988. Elevation of about 78 feet. We'll taxi straight out from Chalks, turning left on the ramp, and then right on, I forgot which one it was, hotel?
Whiskey.
Right on Whiskey. We will do our takeoff check. We'll do our parked takeoff checks on the roll to Alpha. And then I will detach you, at which point it'll be your lead until the calls for the turn left onto the taxiway.
Sounds good.
Then we'll park up, do final checks, final wind check, and then we will take off. It'll be a section takeoff maneuver, and then standard show throughout. No notes off of last time. It was a good show for last time, so I don't think we need to make any adjustments per se. Do you concur?
Yeah, concur.
All right.
Just to remember that our split altitude for the loop break cross will be 200 boss, and you'll be at 350.
350, correct. Okay. Then it'll be a left pitch brake to land. Sorry, it'll be a left turn out, right turn rather, out of the Delta breakout for a left pitch brake to land. We will hold short of India, and then we'll go well clear on Charlie for individual left 90s into the chocks at 248.
248.
I think. Sorry, 258.
258. Got it.
You have any other notes for us?
I don't believe so.
All right, let's rock the show. Ready to break?
Let's do it.
Switching inputs. BrotherLeb, you got me?
Leave it, Charlie.
All right. Let me get the stream a rolling here. All right. Looking good. Stream's looking good. Stream is now minimized. Oof, that's definitely not centered. Alright, let me know when you're ready to, or when you're spawned in and ready to unpause.
Spawning in now. Interjet.
Alright, I gotcha. Unpausing in 3, 2, 1, mark. Been a minute, huh, Mav?
Yep.
It's gonna be another minute.
Yeah, about a week and a half. I've already got internet set up, actually.
Very nice, very
Come
nice.
on the 3rd. Mm-hmm.
Spectrum again?
Fortunately, yes, but that was the best option on the table.
It usually is.
They had AT&T fiber, but didn't come to where specifically in Holland we live.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully you can be part of an expansion at some point.
I hope so.
Alright, let me know when you're ready to start up.
Well, that's right.
Battery on, APU on, standby canopy. 3, 2, 1, mark. Standby, right engine crank.
Up.
In 3, 2, 1, mark. Standby, right engine forward.
Up.
In 3, 2, 1, mark. Standby, left engine crank. Oh, feels good to be back in the jet.
Yes, sir.
How did Spectrum get such a monopoly? Alright, left engine crank in 3, 2, 1, mark. Standby, left engine forward. In 3, 2, 1, mark. Standby, FCS.
Flight controls.
Go for FCS.
In 3, 2, 1, mark.
In test.
In test. Chariot's FCS's go.
Hub's FCS, go.
I definitely did not reset my switches from flying the F4 last time.
Yeah.
Chariot's IFA is holding, DTC.
Hub.
Chariot's DTC complete.
Hub DTC complete.
Chariot's up Tricom 1.
Level 3, come on.
You always forget one step, eh? Discord check.
Good check.
And by you always forget, I was talking about myself. Alright, takeoff checks.
Lab.
Check your smoke pressure on. Check your trim set. Check your heading. My heading at 258. Check your Altimeter set 2988 for a corrected center point elevation of 0 feet. Check your barrel warning 0. Check your FCS 12, 30, 30, 30 down 2. Check your fuel, seat arm, lights out.
Leb.
Check your smoke pressure on. Smoke on. Smoke off.
Good smoke. Good afternoon, Chariot. Updated winds are calm at 048 for 4 knots. Altimeter is 2992 for a corrected altimeter of 2988 for a center point elevation of 0 feet and a density altitude of 78 feet below sea level. Chariot squawk 1205, Leb squawk 1206. We're cleared to taxi left out of Chalks, right on Whiskey, left on Alpha for immediate taxi onto runway 07.
Thanks, Lab. Cleared to taxi, runway 07. Souls are cleared to taxi. Check park brakes off. Chairs powering up to 75% off brakes now. Chariots coming left. Go all clear.
Everyone.
Chariots ease and power to 68. And Chariots coming right, keep it on the right wing. Soul switching 8, com 1. Chariots up 8, com 1.
Let's up 8, come on.
Chariots adding power to 75, letting a roll reference 25 knots. Takeoff checks. Check your lights are off. Check your lane light is off. Check your flaps are half. Mine are auto. Check your waypoint is in the box. Waypoint 1, it's showing 0.2 miles. Easing power to 68 and letting her roll. Check your altimeter set to 2988. Check your dispensers bypassing your seat is armed. Check your heading my heading 258. BrotherLeb, go line rest. BrotherLeb detach.
Let's tap.
Right lead.
Let's lead on the right. Power set 68, let it roll. Little brakes. Easy brakes. Little more brakes. Off. Brakes now. Coming left. Okay.
Coming left. Okay. Little brakes, easy brakes, little more brakes, brakes. Hold on for a OBS check here. All right. Solos were cleared for takeoff. Updated winds are 048 at 4. That's a left headwind. Maneuver, our section takeoff maneuver. Jack here, pocket break off. Let's roll up.
Brakes off now. Blowers ready now. Blowers ready now.
See ya.
Ready, hit it.
Cheers, Slayer.
Wings level, smoke bomb, blowers ready now. Smoke off. Left's clear.
Chariot clear 1.8.
Let's do 1.5.
Chariot circling behind the crowd for the opposing knife edge pass.
Left. Through mile.
On time.
4 miles more.
Let me know when you're beam.
A beam.
Let me know when you're ready to take a mark.
Go take it.
Stand by, mark it.
Miles. Mark 4 or 5.
Chariot's in for the right knife edge.
Comes in right knife edge. 3 miles. Mark 404. Miles. Mark 398.
Smoke on.
Correct.
Contact smoke off. Ready, hit it.
Clear.
Stand by, roll, and pull. Stand by, roll. Stand by, roll. Stand by, roll.
Clear.
Roll. Chariot clear and clear in front of the crowd for the opposing inverted to inverted rolls. 1.8 mark.
Match. A little fast. Three mile. And 4 miles mark.
Let me know near beam.
A beam.
Let me know near take a mark.
Take it.
Stand by, mark it.
4 miles. Mark 3.
Chariot's in for the left bird.
Other than left of her.
Gonna be behind.
3 miles. Mark 4.
Yep.
Two miles. Mark 405.
On time. Ready, hit it. Smoke on.
Roll right, roll right.
Contact.
Contact looking good.
Roll right. Roll right, roll right.
A little drive. Ready, hit it.
Clear.
Stand by, roll. And pull. 348. Stand by, roll. Chase clear and clear behind the crowd for the Fortis. Coming left, hooks coming down. 345.
Contact.
335. Ease and power, 335. Ease and the pull, rolling out 325. Souls upon the crowd, send up the Fortis. Checking lane lights on.
You'll have to.
Trade 320, ease and more power. Ease and more power. Coming left. Coming further left comes the pull. A little more pull. Stand by the gear. Adding power. Adding more power. A little more pull. Ease in the pull and rolling out. The Fortis 3 miles. Easing a little power. Chariots rolling in.
Clear.
Online. And inboard. Center point. Chariot's pushing out. Rolling out.
Clear.
Coming back left. Set. Stand by the gear. Hook. BrotherLeb, knock it off.
Clear.
Chariot's clear and clear behind the crowd for the MRT State 9-1.
Oh, state 8.
Sloppy, but fine. I'll take it. Chariot circling 5 miles for the MRT. And Chariot's turning in 5 miles for the MRT. Four miles, Mark 351, little angle. Three miles, Mark 350, a little angle. Two miles, Mark 350, online. 1.5 MRT. 1 mile, Mark 349. Ready, hit it. Ready, hit it. Good entry.
Flight controls. Flight controls.
Ease in the pull. Comes the pull. A little more pull. Pulling and kicking. Sure, it's pushing out. Leveling out 800. Coming right. Comes the pull. 210. Ease in the pull and rolling out. Smoke on. Smoke off. Easy power 320.
Contact.
A little pull, watch the hill. 340. A little drive. 350. Soldier on the crowd setting up the opposing MRT to level.
You got two.
Chariot.
Rather, you'll have two.
And we're coming right. Comes the pull. Little more pull. Looking for 168. Ease in the pull and rolling out. The opposing MRT 4 right. Smoke on, left lead.
Align a little fast. Power set.
Smoke off. Ready, hit it.
All right.
Smoke on. 3D mark.
A little fast.
Numbers.
Numbers. Contact.
Contact looking for setup on the lab.
Left.
Merge. Stand by, roll. Pull to 40. Stand by, roll. 1, 2, 3 and
Clear.
roll. Roll. Chariot's clear and clearing in front of the crowd for the opposing horizontal rolls. 2.8. Mark.
2.7.
Not our best, but I'll live.
3.5. Mark. 4 miles.
Let me know when you're beam.
A beam.
Let me know when you're ready to take a mark.
Good day.
Stand by, mark it.
Miles. Mark forward.
Chariot's in for the left horizontals.
Up to the left horizontals.
Behind the crowd clears.
Left. 3 miles. Mark 403 little.
No kidding. Me too.
2 miles. Mark 402.
Smoke on.
Got it.
A little pull. Ready. Hit it.
Roll right, roll
Clear.
right.
Burners. Pull. Stand by. Roll. Burners. Pull. Ease in the pull and roll it out. 7.6.
Sub 6.
Chariot's coming right and circling behind the crowd for the sneak to vertical roll. State 7-4.
Let's take the 5.
Yep. Nice breach, Leb.
Good stuff.
Chariot circling 5 miles for the sneak 2 verticals. And Chariot's turning in 5 miles for the sneak 2 verticals. Four miles, mark 0.76.
A little ahead.
Wow, okay. 3 miles, mark 0.82.
On time.
2 miles, mark 0.87.
Pull up, pull up.
1 mile, mark 0.90, full burn.
Smoke on.
Yeah, too high, too high. Seriously, 0.96.
Ready. Hit it. Stand by. Roll.
Looking good.
10,000 clouds, no back.
Clouds and factor Airshow clears. Chariot circling 3.5 for a solo loop. Chariot's turning in 4 miles, solo loop.
Love's clear. 13.
Chariot 3 miles mark. Wings level, smoke on. Up we go. A little more pull, adding power. Adding more power. Vertical 5, 6. Easing power. Easing more power. A little ease. Comes the pull. A little more pull. Ease the pull. Adding power. Go, I'm a singer. Adding more power. Furnace, furnace, furnace. Smoke off. Turret detach. Turret detach, boss. Overdid it. Boom. Let me know near beam.
Beam.
Let me know near take a mark.
Take it.
Stand by, mark it.
4 miles, mark 300.
Turret's in for the right 4 point.
Up and right 4 point. Three miles, mark 37. Two miles, mark 410.
Okay. Not making it easy for me. Smoke on.
Contact.
Contact smoke off. Ready, hit it! 1, 2,
All right.
3, 4.
Clear.
Stand by, roll, and pull. Stand by, roll. Stand by, roll. Stand by, roll. Oof.
Clear.
Roll. Turret's clear, and clear in front of the crowd for the opposing vertical pitch. 2 miles, mark.
2.2. Three miles, mark. Four miles.
Let me know near beam.
A beam.
Let me know ready to take a mark.
Take it.
Stand by, mark it. Really?
4 miles, mark 380.
Turret's in for the left vertical pitch.
Up the left,
50 feet.
50. 3 miles, mark 4.
Wow, okay.
2 miles, mark 4.2.
Okay. Smoke on.
Got it.
Got it. Add it up. Ready, hit it. 60. Stand by, roll, and pull. Power's idle. 45, 40, 35, 30. Horizon. Now 6.7 and 280.
7.2. Contact.
Contact, keeping it out. One mile, mark 390.
0.2 by.
Half mile, mark 380.
On time.
Little pull, ready, hit it.
Go left.
Clear.
Go left.
Stand by, roll, and pull. Stand by, roll. Turret clear, and clearing behind the crowd for the inverted tug of a roll.
Upcoming left. 3.
Contact.
370. 365. 360. 355. And there's 350. Reasonable and rolling out.
You got 2 lab.
Level, total level. Souls behind the crowd setting up the invert took a roll.
Turret.
We're coming left. Coming for the left. Aerial power comes the pull. A little more pull. Souls to the 90 for the inverted took a roll. A little further. And a little more pull.
Turret.
Ease the pull. Roll. And out the inverted took a roll.
Turret.
Easing some power, and up we go. Ready, hit it. Aboard.
Smoke on.
Easing a touch. A little drive, ready, hit. Grip.
Cheers, sir. Smoke off. Stand by, roll. Pull to 10 degrees. Stand by, roll. Rolling out. Coming left.
Inside.
Got it.
Ease and rolling out. Come left 380. Rolling out a little bank 370. Adding power. And there's 380. Ease and pull. And rolling out. Ease and a little power.
We got 2 lab.
Souls behind the crowd, setting up the section high alpha.
Chariot.
And we're coming left. Easing power idle. Coming further left comes the pull. Stand by the boards. What?
No need to
A
be
little
nice.
more pull. Sold to 90 for the section high alpha.
Chariot. Whoa.
A little more pull, rolling out a little bit. Stand by the boards. Board. Rolling out. We got a little angle. We're living with it. Inboard, outboard. A little pull. 205. Easing power. 3 miles mark. 190. 180. Little power. 170. A little more pull. 160. A little more pull. 55. 150. 145. 140. Pull into the set. And set it. A little power to catch. We're flying it. Smoke on.
Take it in. Center point. Knock it off.
Left. Pull in the 60. Coming left.
Chariots, bringing left 260. 280. 295. 305. A little more pull.
Contact.
315. Easing some pull, easing more power. 325. 340. 355, using a little more power. Easing the pull and rolling out. Souls behind the crowd, setting up the section breakout. 365.
You got 2 G.
Chariot. Easing power. A little drive to level. Coming left. Coming further left comes the pull, adding a little power, a little more pull, easing a touch of power. A little more pull. So it's at the 90 for the section breakout. Coming further left. Easing the pull and rolling out the section breakout. Easing power. Smoke on 1.5. Adding a little power. 1 mile mark. Half mile mark. Ready, hit it! Smoke off. Stand by, roll, and pull.
Contact.
Ease the pull. Rolling out. Easing power. 380. $375, easing more power.
Contact.
Adding power to catch. 360. Souls behind the crowd, setting up the delta behind the crowd, setting up the delta roll. 4.6.
You'll have 6 months.
Boss. Coming left. Coming further left comes the pull. A little more pull. Easing a little power. A little more pull. Delta's at the 90 for the delta roll. Easing the pull and rolling out. The delta roll, easing more pull. Smoke on. Up we go. A little more pull. Okay. Rolling out a little pull. Easing the pull to level. Adding power. Come left. Coming further left comes the pull. A little more pull. Delta's in left-hand turn for the fleur-lee.
Left.
Easing some pull. Smoke off. Coming further left comes the pull. A little more pull. Easing the pull and rolling out the fleur-lee. Up we go. A little more pull. Smoke on. Ready to break.
Ready to roll.
Smoke off. Stand by, roll, and pull. Got it.
Stand by, roll.
Terry's coming right across your nose at 510.
Contact.
480 ease and more power. Little more pull, 465, adding power to catch 460.
You got 2.
Chariot coming further right comes the pull, a little more pull. Smoke on. Ease in a little pull. Ease in the pull and rolling out. Up we go, a little more pull. Okay. Set. Contact. Okay. Set. Smoke off. Go get him.
Clear.
Sure, sir.
5 underneath you, 400 at 12,000.
Got it.
Correction, 2,000. And we're coming right, coming further right, 420 east, a little power, comes the pull, a little more pull, 410, adding power. Delta's in a right-hand turn for the loop recross, boss 200.
Trade 350.
Ease in the pull. And rolling out. A little roll through.
You got 6 boss.
Bob. We're rolling through. Little pull. And we're rolling up the loop right cross 2.6.
Trade.
Adding our little drive. Up we go, a little more pull. Vertical 6-0. Ease and a little pull. Comes the pull. Ready, break. Only 2 right. Little behind. Little behind crowd. Score up. Level. 0.5 mark 420. 1 mile mark 400. 1.5 mark 402. 2 miles mark 400. 2.5 mark 400 smoke. 3 miles mark up we can go. A little more. Pull 2 4 G's. Vertical 4-6, 8 alpha. Horizon, now 7-8, power's idle. There's 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, rolling it. Hair steep. 3 miles. Leveling those 2.8. 2.5, mark 410. 2 miles, mark 403. 1.5, mark 400. 1 mile, mark 400. 0.5, mark 400. Smoke off. Boss click.
Sure, sir.
Coming left, 385. Easing power, 380. 370.
Got it.
360. 350. There's 350 holding it. And we're rolling out. 355. We're coming left. Comes the pole.
Got 6 boss.
Boss. Adding a touch. The Delta's in the left-hand turn for the Delta breakout.
Chariot.
A little further left. Comes the pole, easing power. Easing the pole. Rolling out. We're 10 right. Smoke on little drive. Adding power. A little pole to level. Ready, break. Set. Smoke. Clear.
Chariot clear, 248 at 290, 1500.
Run out.
310.
State 32.
State 28. Coming right. Coming further right comes the pole. Easing a little power, 350. $355, easing more power. $355, easing some pull. Delta's in a right-hand turn for the left, Pittsburgh line. Coming further right.
You'll have 6 points.
Boss. Coming further right. A little pull. A little more pull. Easing the pull and rolling out. The left. Pitch up break to land 3 miles. Easing some power. A little drive. Smoke on. So those are at the numbers for the left pitch break land.
Lever kick.
Center point, boss breaking.
Let's break. Contact.
Ease the ball. Rolling out 110.
Let's roll out 1.
Smoke off. Gear and flaps. Chariots coming left to 8 lib. $260 lib. $240 lib. $220 lib. Chariots at the 90. Gear down 3 green. Stagger is left.
Leb's gear down 3 green. Second one.
200 lib. $180 lib. 160 leb. $140 all the way leb.
That's 140 all the way lit. Like,
Sure, it's okay.
oh, that's okay.
Holding short of India.
Left. Love's okay, Chariot.
Chariot, landing checks.
Left.
Check your smoke pressure off. Check your check your tabs. Check your flaps auto. Check your lane lights off. Reset your trim and save your seat.
Left.
We'll go well clear on Charlie for individual left 45s into chocks.
Left.
Correction, left 90s into chocks.
Left 90s.
Standby right cover wagon. Chariot's powering up to 72%. Off brakes now. Standby left cover wagon. Chariot's coming right. Give it you on the right wing.
Do what you need, Chariot.
Nice flight lab.
Nice flight, Chariot. Soldier in, boss.
Standby left cover wagon. Ready, split. Reference 25 knot cover wagon.
Lab.
Nice. So glad to be here. Doing this is the coolest thing. I'm doing it with my brother. How cool is that? Man, I know it wasn't the best show, but it was awesome. And I liked it. It was fun. So good. Little brakes. Easy brakes. Off brakes now. Adding power to 70. And coming left, go well clear.
Lab.
Ease power 60. There, lateral. Little brake 6. A little more brakes 4. Off brakes now 2. Coming left, okay. Little brakes, easy brakes, little brakes, brakes. Standby, canopy and engines.
Lab.
And 3, 2, 1, mark.
Whew.
That's a show.
That's show.
Alright, hopping out from under the hood and we'll debrief.
That's it.
BrotherLeb, you got me? BrotherLeb, you got me? I've got you. Stream don't. Give me a sec. How about now?
Yeah, I'm good.
Cool.
Boy,
Yeah,
it's so hot in here, man.
I could tell. Well, fortunately, shouldn't be as stressful for you in the back of the next flight.
I hope not. Gosh.
And hopefully, this is the last time you'll be doing it in this kind of heat.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. That's off. Boot up DCS. Get the briefing packet. Yeah, I can't imagine it, dude. I can't. All right. Let's debrief this thing.
Let's do it.
Solid show at Bodo. As far as I can tell, no major safeties from, like, no incidents or, like, super concerning safeties from my perspective. We didn't talk about goals for the show, but my goal for the show is to just not regress from last time, which probably wasn't specific enough of a goal. But I will say it was probably on par to last time. Some things are better, some things are worse. Starting from the top. J-roll on takeoff. This was good. On parameters, I remembered to put the gear up and, put it in burner and all that jazz. So, I think it was better than last time. So, that was good. Let's see. The opposing knife edge. I think that was good as well. Timing felt about right. Spacing was good. Clears were fine. Inverted to inverted was better, though I sank a little bit in the box, so that probably made it harder for you to do your job. So that's definitely something that I will improve for next time. And it is a bit of a safety, so I'll definitely fix that one for next time. Clear was good as well. Fortis, behind the crowd we were a little high, so had to adjust for that in the turn, which meant we were fast in the turn, which meant we had to put more pull in. Wasn't the end of the world. We ended up a bit outboard, pointed back towards crowd, but that's actually good considering the wind blows us away from crowd. So that was fine. The jet wanted to climb in the box. I tried not to adjust for it, but we started to get like close to 100 VSI, so I had to ease the stick a smidge to keep it fair, to keep it more arrested. Aside from that, Fortis was fine. Clear was good. And clears behind the crowd were good as well. Minimum radius turn got a little slow. Got to down to 310, but brought the power back in. And then because I was easing so much pull to bring the power back in, it meant that I came back at the crowd a little acute, which means that when I pulled before I did the roll, it just bled a lot more speed than normal. It's gonna look really cool, but it meant that I was 200 low from where I want to be. So I was at my minimum of 800 of target altitude for the level off of this one. So, yep, just need to not let the speed bleed quite as much. It's a really delicate balance in that turn. So, yeah, definitely things to learn from that one. No safety though, but I'll make those adjustments for next time. Opposing minimum radius turn. The setup for that was pretty good, though I sank too much on you before we did our 270 rolls, so that picture isn't going to look good for the crowd. That is something I'll definitely fix for next time. We came at the crowd at a little bit of an angle. That's because I was about a half second late on my smoke off call, and then I didn't bring the power in fast enough to do the merge at the right time. So both of those are things that I'll fix, not safeties, but just adjustments. My rollout, my stop of the roll, like the inverted stop of the 3.5 rolls, was absolute trash. So I'll fix that one for next time as well. Horizontal rolls. What was going on here? Yeah, okay. These seemed fine. I called the pull a little bit late, so I didn't actually get up to 5 degrees, so it meant I was nose low on the back end. That is a safety. I should just pull and not worry about the picture, because safety is most important. Aside from that, we ended up on the right altitude, so that was good. Sneak pass, I was a little bit higher than I want to be for a sim sneak pass. I was like at 30 feet. You know, I won't. It's not a fix, but I'll adjust that for next time. Aside from that, it was good. Line abreast loop was good. Felt similar to last time, maybe a little bit more pointy, but felt similar to last time. Opposing 4-point inbound speeds for this, for me, were just all over the place. I couldn't line up with you at all. So I don't know where the hit's going to be. And the timing for the hit felt a little quick. So I'll be interested to see how that looks on the replay. No safeties there, just I gotta fix my lineup with you for that one. Clear was fine though. Vertical pitch. Yeah, all this, the vertical pitch was fine. A little bit of a quicker roll because I had a cloud that I was having to tuck under. And we made some adjustments, and I think got the hit close to center point on the back end. Though I oversped. I went 410 when we came to the hit. So that's something I'll fix for next time, because if for any bit right of center point, I'll take the ownership on that one. Inverted tuck over roll. I felt like I was all over on this one. I never really got into the right position. Once we like for the hit, I was definitely behind for that one. So I just need to adjust to that a little bit better. Like if you need to make any adjustments, like I can fly it better. I was just learning again. Like it's just constant learning for this maneuver. So I'll work on that for next time. No safeties involved with that. Just not in the right spots at any point. So let's see, the section high alpha. I was really far separated from you. It felt like we were drifting left over the course of that maneuver. That's what it felt like in my jet. I don't know whether that's actually the case, but regardless, I was keeping it safe, but probably too far separated, like line abreast. So I'll be curious to see how that looks on the tape. But no safeties per se in the maneuver itself. As we were rolling in for that maneuver, I made a huge mistake. I was overspeeding you on the turn, and when you said, when you called the boards up call, I waited a second, and that meant that our woogies were different.
Oh,
and so I almost hit you with that, but I realized it was going to happen soon enough to prevent it. But that, if I'm going to do that, then I need to keep the boards in until your woogies are done so that I can put my boards up and adjust to my own woogies without us having different woogies. So clear for the section half was fine. Rejoin for the burner 270 was a little acute and a little fast. And we ended up rolling out a little close. I want to roll out prior to 2 miles. But all things considered, it wasn't horrible. No safeties involved with that one. But I can definitely... I keep bringing in too much pull on that. So I'm trying not to, like, have a wicked rollout on that one, and it was kind of a wicked rollout this time around. So that's something I'll fix for next time. Delta roll wasn't as good from me this time as it was last time. Parameters were a little off, but the roll was still at a very measured tempo. and the pull at the end was not too aggressive. So if last time was like ideal, this time was like if last time was like a 9, this one was like a 7. So definitely more work to do, and I'll get there. Flirtily, this one was weird. We ended up being way further crowd left than I anticipated. We ended up rolling out at about 2.5 miles, but we had pull in it, and I didn't want to drive to level and then have to pull immediately, so I just had us go up very slowly instead, because I don't like juking you out. So we ended up breaking about a mile crowd left of center point, which I've seen them do in the real show as well. So once again, I'll be interested to see how what this looks like. I'll be curious if we crowd violated on our clear. I don't think we did, but I'll be curious to see. The over the top, you're carrying a lot more speed than usual, about 15 more knots than usual. So that meant that the rolls were a little quicker, and that we hung out on the knife edge for longer because we had to pull away from the crowd to settle. But we got settled at decent altitudes to set up for the loop break cross, so I think the adjustments were good. Loop break cross was pretty dang good for me as far as the loop break part of it. I was probably a letter off here or there, all around, and for us, that's pretty good. Right before we broke, it felt like there was some like ease of the pull that was happening as you were in your R for the ready break, and so like I got woogied and got into a weird position right before we broke. And then from that point on, I was never aligned with you at all. But as we were coming in for the inbounds, like that's all fine. I can be wherever I need to be on the outbounds. I was more or less on vertical and on horizon with you, so that's all that really matters. And as I was coming in, I was mathing it right, but then we came to center point, and I was like a good, 10 planes late across center point. So, I've had problems with being with crossing too early, so I was trying not to do that, and I think I just overcompensated in the wrong direction. So I'll fix that for next time. Delta breakout forming up for that was good. As we were rolling out for that one onto the towards crowd heading, I felt like there was a safety there. I felt like I got too close to you. That we were gonna like clip wings. So I don't think there's any way for us to see unless I like pause the replay and go look. So if you remember that when we get to the replay, we might go look at that. But yeah, it felt unsafe, so I'll fix that for next time. Make sure I'm not too close to you. Aside from that, it was pretty good. The pitch up break to land. This is more or less what I expected it to be. There's a little bit more pull before we rolled out than I wanted, but we were already a good 200 feet away from crowd, than over the runway, so I didn't want to let it drift too far out there. So not ideal, and definitely something I can try to adjust for next time.
Hold on a sec. All right, sorry about that.
No problem.
Go ahead.
Aside from that, it was good. On parameters for the pitch up and the rollout, and probably my best like timings and everything for getting rolled out behind onto final. I got a little bit right of centerline and tried to correct with rudder. That's not the play. Just use the wings. It's faster and more controlled. Especially considering the fact that we've got a tailwind for the landing. So just use the wings. It's fine. But lesson learned for next time. Taxi was fine. And yeah, pretty decent show. And I'll fix my safeties and glad to be here.
Yeah, thanks, Chariot. I think it was a pretty good show overall. We did not talk about objectives. Mine was mostly not to get overshoots in my rejoins, and then to kind of build on the progress from last time. I didn't overshoot any rejoins, so that objective I did fulfill. Though overall, this show was just sloppy.
Yes.
And so I do not feel like it was better than last time by any stretch. There were a lot of environmental factors, some literal environmental factors that were affecting my focus, but I should be able to perform a little better than I did. Just in general, I'd like to improve my mental fortitude for this sort of thing in the future. Yeah, so taxi takeoff were pretty good. The Immelman was all right. I lost a little altitude, but other than that, the lineup was pretty good, solid. Knife edge felt pretty good. My clears consistently were crap, so none of them I felt like were snappy or right on the 90s. So that's something I just across the board need to improve for next time. Inverted to inverted, that one was pretty good. The Fortis, yeah, when you rolled in, you ended up quite a bit lower than I was anticipating, so I had to get down there, but I was able to fix it, so that was fine. It involved more like fixing than I had intended to do, but I got there. I'll be interested to see what it looks like from center point because I ended up quite a bit ahead of you from last time because I remembered I was behind you, but it kind of worked out. I didn't follow. I was pretty far wide of you by the time you rolled out on the end of the maneuver, and so I think the sight picture will look funny because then I also didn't get quite enough power, so it'll probably look okay initially, and then we'll like overlap quite a bit. So that's not ideal. I just need to stay in position at the end of that, which there's a lot of things to flip, and so there's a reason why it's hard, but I know that I've been flying this for a couple of years at this point, so definitely stuff I can improve for next time because I think it was just kind of messy. No safeties though. MRT, I was early, kind of related to some of the problems you were mentioning earlier with the actual maneuver you're doing itself. So that put me about a half-mile wide of you when we rolled out and smoked on. So the rejoin was kind of weird. I could have anticipated a little bit better. I don't know if I was thinking about other things or what, but yeah, I think I just wasn't right on the numbers that I needed to be on. But made the rejoin happen, and then the circle back around for the opposing MRT. I was able to get in position when you called smoke on, a little behind, but more or less in the right spot. Opposing MRT took me a little longer to get on the numbers, so that meant my circle was wider. So we'll be probably just a hair right of center point, probably 2 to 3, I would guess. Altitude was okay. I was a little spread from you too, because I was trying not to like sit on the knife edge going down center line, but I needn't have worried. And then similar to you, my clear was hot trash.
Yeah.
So that definitely needs improvement. But again, across the board, all the clears were just gross. Horizontal rolls. I felt like we got down there and then you were quite a bit lower than I was. And so I tried to fix the picture by dipping down, and then we didn't go up again as much. So similar to what you mentioned, I was nose down after the barrel roll or after the double horizontal roll. I mean, we were burnos in pull, so I wasn't too nervous, but it didn't feel great. And that was something that like I also could have just sort of corrected on my own because safety is better than making it look good. And coming down from 200 feet, like descending from 200 feet, going into the box when I know we're about to do two aileron rolls is probably not the play. And just live with the fact that the horizontal spacing doesn't look good. So that is a safety that I will take for next time. Improve my mentality going into that. Sneak pass, I was just early the whole way in, so I was slow, which meant that the rolls took a long time, but I was able to clear and everything else was fine. It was a little sluggish compared to previous ones, and compared to what I've been practicing as well, because I was too fast coming in. And then I was kind of just chasing the show from that point on. Your line of brush loop was pretty good, looked like, but I got kind of out a beam too early. So I just tried to hang on the blades at 5 miles, but that meant I was really, really slow for the first 4 mile. And then I finally kind of got up to speed for the second mile. And then I was able to get into the zone with 400, but you were probably basically getting the equivalent of PIO in the power settings. So that one's probably on me. The actual maneuver itself was okay for the first half of it. I got inverted and I didn't see your jet go by, so I just sort of did it based on timing. But I was a little late, and then I way overrolled the from inverted the 45 to the knife edge, and so that was pretty ugly. And then I was just sort of mentally gone, and so the clear was bad again. If you watch the stream back, you'll see a lot of head shaking in this show. Vertical pitch, that one felt okay. I was coming in with a head of steam. So you were saying I was 410, and I was like, I was a 445 coming into the box to try and make the hit work. So hopefully we got close. But other than that, I felt like it was more or less all right. I was a little slow over the top compared to you. Sorry, that's not a clear description. I was coming over the top of the Immelman, or rather the half Cuban, like nose angle wise behind you, and then I was also a little slow speed wise, so I put in the power early, and that ended up fixing the spacing problem. But I still haven't figured out what level of pull I need to be at in order to match whatever it is you're doing, because I'm always like between half a mile and like 0.2 behind, somewhere in that zone. It'd be nice to be ahead of you and have to fix that instead of the other way around. So definitely fix that for next time to kind of make that maneuver look a little better. Inverted checkover roll in was pretty good. I think the angle was okay based on some of the feedback I got from you. It was probably a little shallower than you like, but I don't like getting too much more sharper angle, because at that point you're like 45 degrees to the crowd.
That was about right. That was about perfect.
Okay, cool. And then I was pointed a little bit outboard, but again, my roll-ins tend to roll us back onto the center line or center point. And we were actually a little outboard still. It was not a flat roll-in. The last couple of practice like currency flights I've done, I've been able to get flat roll-ins, and I was like, oh, this will be no problem. And then I screwed up. So not my best, but I corrected it quickly enough and was consistent with the rest of it, I think. The rollout, because you were a little behind, this is your fault, but you were actually closer to me than I thought. So then when we rolled level, I was actually quite a bit below you. And so then I tried to correct it in the pull to 10 degrees, and I'll be interested to see what that looks like from the crowd. I'm still trying to get a feel for what sight picture and what spacing I need to be in after that maneuver. Section high alpha, roll in. It was kind of weird. So again, with the currency flights I've been flying, it's just like the jet was not in the zones that it had been before. So we lost way more speed in the turn than I was anticipating, but then we didn't bleed it out fast enough once we got the boards in. We were at an angle from going from behind crowd to in front of crowd as we were coming into the box, and I was like, I don't think I could probably fix this. Because I think I turned too early and just didn't head check because I was worried about smoothness. And so there was, yeah, I wanted to be on that taxiway outboard of the center line, but instead I just sort of lived with the fact that we were just going to kind of intercept the center line heading into the box, which kind of worked out okay. I think the reason why you probably felt like it was drifting left the whole time was because I was fighting a rightward nose drift. So I could see where center point was, and it kind of looked like it wanted to fall left. So I was trying to correct that, and then it just was walking in outboard into you a lot. So I was trying to keep that from happening. So that probably just felt like I was walking away from you the whole time. But the heading tape was pretty consistent. But yeah, I was managing a lot. I think I'm probably doing a little too much with the stick in that maneuver of like recently. And so I probably could use to lay off a little bit on that and do more with the throttle. One of the things that I've started doing is using the split throttles to influence which direction the nose is going. But I might also get a little more fancy with that than is strictly speaking safe. Rejoin for the burner 270 was pretty good. Not quite as clean with the rollout as last time, but other than that, I really don't have a whole lot to say about it. Delta roll. There's a safety there on the rollout right before we come into the Delta roll where I kind of slid into you a little bit and I completely misread how quickly. There's something about the ease in the pull rolling out that I'm just like not catching that I need to be careful about. And unlike the last show, I didn't set up wide enough to kind of just like work it in once we rolled out, which is probably the right way to go into that maneuver given the way I've been flying form recently. But instead I was kind of like tucked right in there and then I just misread something, so I had to go well clear and then reset as we went up the hill. Never caught the pull properly, so I was just behind and below you the whole way. And then once we started into the roll, because I had a little extra juice because I was a little behind, I kind of popped up into the right spot going up to the 90. And then I was like, okay, I'm just going to try and stay in position. And it was kind of nuts how much bank I need and pull I needed to stay where I thought I needed to be, and then extra power. So I am going to keep working on this, try and figure out how to make it work right and how to make it look right. I understand now why that maneuver looks a little like bent early on in their like the real Blues show season. It's because the wingmen have to do so much work to stay in with Boss when he's rolling. And I haven't figured out how to make it look flat yet. I think actually the closer you get is probably easier, but I'm not confident, and I'm pretty sure I'd hit you. So, yeah, so there's definitely work to be done there. I think there's some rudder inputs that I've either got backwards or I just haven't picked up on where that shift needs to happen, because I need to keep like basically tucking into you, so left pedal for most of it, but there's a point when it shifts pretty hard to like full right pedal. But I was giving it everything I could to try and stay in position. I was still falling out, so there's definitely some things I don't understand about that just yet. Around the corner for the fleur-de-lis, I was a little shaken, so I was staying loose. Didn't get any major PIO, but it definitely wasn't smooth either. I actually appreciated the rollout being long and having a little more time to do that and go up the hill a little more slowly, though I didn't read the up we go quite right. So I was above you, and then I kind of fell below you, and there's like a little bit of kind of PIO relative to where you were. And then I didn't quite roll out all the way once we got to the knife edge pull behind crowd, so I like rolled out most of the way, so I climbed, which you probably noticed, and then I eventually got it over onto the 90, but that was just not clean. Again, kind of with the theme, it's just messy. Rejoin was, I got rejoined in real quick, and I was like, yeah! And then for whatever reason, I got a little ahead of you coming in back into the box, and as you climbed, you just walking away from me, and I was worried about pulling too hard up into you because the sight picture was wrong. Like I want to be in slot, and instead I was kind of like right underneath you in kind of like double farvel position, and that's just really hard to judge that distance going up the hill. There was also another thing that happened when we got to the the second hold 90, I was like, okay, I'm going to use rudder to like slide to his right side. And then I was falling off your right side. So I was like, all right, I'm bringing back in right rudder to kind of, or left rudder rather, to catch it. And instead, it just sucked me right back into slot. So I ended up being in slot when you called the clear. We were pointed much more directly crowd right once I got lead for the loop break cross, which meant it was a pretty wicked turn. And we did have to come back do a roll through, which I could have accounted for. I think once I realized where we were rolling out, I should just come to the heading that I want instead of taking the heading you give me. Because that way I can actually set up a consistent maneuver, and you're doing a bunch of weird nonsense to try and rejoin on me anyway, and it's not like you're flying close form, so I just pick what I want. So that's a lesson learned there. Parameters wise, though, it was all right going in, and I was more or less on altitude, on speed, little low, a little late in the pull. But we still ended up being too right, so I don't think either getting enough pull or when I eased over the top, that was too much, and we had more of a loopy thing than I should have done. I think you're right on the ready break. I probably was adjusting for angle. It did feel like it took a long time to get to the center point dot, and so I don't remember intending to ease or easing on purpose, but it may have happened. So that's definitely something I will think about and hopefully correct. Outbounds and things like that were pretty good, I think. I got some radio things tangled, but I think the actual numbers themselves were pretty good. Delta breakout. I don't know what you were talking about with that possible conflict or
It wasn't
safety.
you. It was all me.
Okay. Yeah, because it was pretty smooth. We were.
You did
The
fine.
degrees were a little off, but the whole thing was all right. I will take not a safety. I'll take just a edit and an improvement thing on the ready break. I got to like 2, and I just blew right past the 2G mark, and so you'll notice I'll probably be high and just at a very different angle than you because it wasn't what I normally do. So that one's on me, and it probably looks a little lopsided. Rejoin for the pitch break to land. I kind of misjudged the rejoin. I had an angle, and then I didn't believe in it. And so I would have been able to get in faster if I had believed in the original angle. But I'm really trying to stick to that 4 rejoin that I kind of discovered on accident last time. And I just need to, I haven't done it consistently that way, and so I just need to kind of whittle that down to a quicker rejoin. It does feel like if I'm cutting off your turn that way, that it takes a long time to get to you. So maybe I'll experiment with ways to kind of tuck in a little quicker instead of waiting so long, so you have more time to just do what you got to do. I missed the easing the pull rolling out again, like I did in the Delta roll. So PIO City, and I think I was safe, but it was just not smooth. And then the pitch up break to land was pretty good. I had an angle. Other than that, though, nothing to report. And yeah, taxi was sloppy. I wasn't getting my nose pointed smoothly, but more or less where I needed to be when I needed to be there. Yeah, so lots to work on, and a couple of safeties definitely that I will fix for next time. Glad to be here.
All right, let's take a look at the tape. Moment where you've done something so often and you just forget how.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. It's not actually on that cross.
Right of it.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, good. Of anti-aliasing for VR, and here we are. Because honestly, anti-aliasing doesn't really do anything for you in VR.
Super does it, yeah.
And you'll notice all of my funkinesses that came with my leftover F4 setup. I'll be honest, I'm not really looking forward to this tape.
Me neither.
Oh, I will take a... I need to tell you, and I almost didn't.
Uh.
I'll take a safety on that for sure. Alright. Very nice, very nice.
I overcooked it.
So something you learn as 5 is that
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
here and there. Nice. Too early.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That one was alright.
Mm-hmm. Most of them were good. Just the inverted took over. Or sorry, just the
Roll right, roll right. Roll right, roll right. Roll right, roll right. Roll right, roll right.
Huh.
that space.
I don't think I hid the jet very well this time. It's just behind you a lot. Close. Yeah, I climbed there. I shouldn't have climbed. Yeah, just not enough power. Yeah, just sloppy. Just sloppy on me. On my part.
Mert.
Yeah. Not good. Wide, late, right.
Had to make up for it with a good night.
Cleared at the same altitude.
Pull up! Pull up!
Oh, wrong blower. I was trying to do the single blower thing, but I had the wrong one.
Yeah, this new method's working. It's working real nice. Took the right amount of time. But man, let me tell you, dude, I would not want to try and fly that maneuver off of somebody. Oof. Oof. I can do so much better. Vertical pitch. Dude, this turn was so good for the first. Fell down on you right about there.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
And then I was just behind the maneuver for the rest of it.
Yep. That happens to me a lot as well. Sort of thing.
The right instincts.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, just a little behind it. It's so close.
I know, dude.
That's so close. Oh, yeah. That was ugly. Then I tried to fix this. Which I guess I kind of did.
You did. Yeah. Nicely done.
Better to not even need to.
Because of the speed difference, I was just way behind you, which is
Uh-huh.
that's the way it probably should be. We'll skip most of this turn. The board's up moment. Here we go. Starting to get ahead. Board's up. Woo!
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Alright.
After we debrief, I gotta go fiddle with the AC.
Okay.
Doing weird stuff. I think it might be broken, but not my problem anymore.
Nope. That was a good set.
Thanks. Yeah, it's a little more gradual than some of them. I'm trying to be smoother about them.
Okay, this felt wide.
Yeah, it looks fine.
About a quarter.
Good. Not letting it happen. Oh, this was ugly too. Look at this. So I pull on Ryzen and I'm like, oh shoot, overdone it.
Mo's sitting down there like... You can see his neck muscles.
Yeah.
It's such a better position.
Yeah. Little low, but other than that. It's easier to fly too.
Yeah. Well, I
Instead
mean,
of
but
looking-
yeah,
Go ahead.
it just like looks like it's more comfortable.
Uh-huh. So that's where I didn't catch it. It's pretty late in the maneuver, actually.
Yeah. Half of it.
You gotta watch from the stream, because it doesn't look good in the jet at all. It looks quite ugly, and I probably would have killed 4 if there was one.
I climbed too much. That's part of the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, there's me getting above you. Yeah, you've been smoked off. You can tell because I didn't quite roll through at the same rate, though. Uh.
Gotta commend ED for giving us decent default smoke.
Yep.
It was...
I remember quite a while ago we were grumpy about the default smoke.
And now it's usable. One might.
I had to wait longer because I was worried about conflicting with you. Catherine's trying to fix the AC, I think. I have to go out and help her after this.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yep.
Yep, 2 right. Dead. Burn off. Here, because there's not a lot to look at with it.
Ankle's pretty good.
Decent, yeah. I can do better. Doesn't look nearly as bad as... Yeah, definitely don't wait for me on that turn.
No, I didn't.
Good.
I turned in at 3.5 like always.
Okay.
I'm always worried that we're gonna walk over each other on the radio call when I call it if you're close to being in, but I just go ahead and go for it.
If I think you're gonna turn, I just wait.
A little more dip in this one than I intended, but it worked out. Yeah, there's me getting a 2.5 in a hurry.
Need a smidge too. It's not quite as much
Normally
as you.
just a little under 2, so that's why it looks so different.
Skip!
Yeah, just a little late on that turn. I didn't quite set it up right.
I think you would have been in, like, super early if you would have trusted yourself.
Yep. There it is. Whee!
Yep.
Thing is for the follow, it's not just an ease of the pull. You have to actually drive a little bit.
Yep.
It's so hard to
I know.
catch.
My problem isn't catching the ease, it's catching the rollout. Like,
Huh, interesting. Yeah, because you have to bring pull back in to stay moving. Yep. There's this weird, like, forward, backward, like it's like, here, have some PI. It's part of the...
alright. Here's India Golf 99er.
Lol.
We can... There's 4x. So I'm like rolled out perfect, but then I get a little bit of a right wing dip and rudder. And it doesn't look extreme here, but like...
I don't know. Looks pretty cattywampus. I mean, it does look extreme, but it's definitely not the way the thing normally looks when you're coming in.
Nope. Just do it with wing, it's fine. Cessna. we're doing 100.
Cessna barely gets to 140 knots.
Max speed.
Yeah, in a decent Cessna, like a 182.
So one thing I noticed is that you didn't get your landing light.
Oh, I didn't. I thought I caught that. My bad.
Ah, too wide! Too wide!
Same.
Dang it. Also, this center line's a...
Yep.
Good split. Good. Very nice, very nice.
I split a lot faster than I'm used to and sharper, and so I threw myself off trying to recover it.
Good catch on the brake.
Oh, I can pull it over. Just a smidge. Ah! Hard to tell.
Yeah, just a smidge.
Stuff.
Alright, stream. We're gonna end there because BrotherLeb is currently in a sauna, and any help with his temperature will be good, and one of the things that hurts temp is streaming. So, sorry, we'll have Phantom flying for you once he's moved shop, but that's not tonight, so see you later.
Thanks for watching, y'all.